The first time I noticed something odd about my new neighbors, it was during one of those scorching summer afternoons. The sun was merciless, and the heat shimmered off the pavement like a mirage. I was watering my plants when I realized their windows were always shuttered, and no one ever came out, not even to pick up the mail. Then, one night, I caught a glimpse of flickering shadows through their blinds, shadows that seemed to move with a rhythm not quite human. That was the moment I knew I had to find out what they were hiding. A few days later, under the guise of returning a misdelivered package, I knocked on their door. To my surprise, they invited me in, and as I crossed the threshold, a wave of cold air hit me, starkly contrasting the blazing heat outside. The interior was eerily dark, lit only by candles and strange, glowing symbols etched into the walls. My pulse quickened as I realized the symbols were some kind of runes, ones I'd seen before in an old book about ancient rituals. My heart pounded louder when I saw that every mirror in the house was covered with thick, black cloth. As I chatted with them, trying to mask my unease, I learned that they were a part of a secretive community that worshipped a forgotten deity, one that thrived in darkness and demanded loyalty through fear. They spoke of the sunlight as a force that could undo their god's protective veil, leaving them vulnerable to its wrath. Each day, they performed rituals to keep the entity appeased, ensuring it didn't turn on them. Their devotion was palpable, and I realized that leaving the house during the day was more than just a choice, it was a matter of survival. As I left, they handed me a small talisman, urging me to keep it close should I ever feel the sunlight growing too intense. That night, lying in bed, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had witnessed something I wasn't supposed to. The next morning, as the sun rose, I noticed the talisman felt warm against my skin, almost as if it pulsed with a life of its own. I now understood why they feared the daylight, and as I looked at the sun, I couldn't help but wonder if their god was watching me, too.